What is going on, Chumbas? Today we talk about Morgan Blackhand a little bit more and why he is genuinely the very best that no one ever was. Besides the fact that he has plot armor because he is Mike Pondsmith's baby. I mean, I'm kidding about that, but also not kidding. For your reference, guys, I don't know where I read this, but Mike Pondsmith has asked CDPR, I think, to not include Morgan Blackhand because he has plans to create a story for him that, expands his world. So I do believe that's why, yes, he is referenced, but he's not actually in the game, nor do I think he will be in the DLC because of the fact that, the guy who created, the Cyberpunk world or the universe we play in anyways, has, asked that they don't touch him. Just for your info. Now, the thing I want to talk about and what's so interesting about Morgan Blackhand to me is his involvement in the Fourth Corporal War. We already know he's part of the Omega team when it comes to the nuking of the Arasaka Tower. That was towards the end of the war. But what I'm referring to is that he was actually asked to lead Militech's front when it comes to fighting Arasaka, which is massive. So just a quick background as to what actually happened in the Fourth Corporal War. We have IHAG, we have OTEC, and we have Sinnoh, all kind of oceanic megacorps. What happened was IHAG was now, I think, going like bankrupt or getting rid of their assets, whatever it is. The right terminology eludes me right now. Anyways, both Sinotech and OTEC were fighting for the resources that IHAG had. Now, the problem here is anytime megacorps get involved, they're going to ask for some assistance. And as we know, Arasaka and Militech have paramilitary or security as part of their portfolio when it comes to selling services to others. And so that's what happened. The first domino to fall was when OTEC decided to hire Militech. This literally escalated everything because as soon as OTEC hired Militech, Sinnoh had to respond in kind, and that was the hiring of Arasaka. If you guys watch Naruto, it's literally the Senju clan versus the Uchiha clan. And also, I'm referencing a big part of my Cyberpunk lore Arasaka history part 2 video. So if you guys haven't watched that, go check it out. It is very old, but it is also fun to see the gameplay back then because you guys can see me and my favorite weapon of all time going camo, and you can see the difference from then and now. It's kind of sad actually. Anyways, back to the story. So this is what happened. The thing was both Militech and Arasaka were supposed to kind of stay behind the scenes. OTEC and Sinnoh were the ones who were supposed to duke it out, and again, the bigger megacorps were just supposed to chill and provide security. But, petty things happened during the war. One of those things that happened, or another thing that kind of escalated the war, was when Militech included or asked Morgan Blackhand to lead their military front. Now, we don't know exactly why or how Arasaka responds. All they tell us is that Arasaka then escalates their retaliation. It doesn't explain much beyond that, but I'm going to assume that this was now the start of, Arasaka and Militech asking for Cyberpunk's edge runners to join the fight. That's why we have Shaitan, Rogue, Alt joining, Militech. We have Raish Bartmoss on that side too. And then, there's one guy who joins Arasaka, obviously Adam Smasher. Now, I'm going to assume he joins around this time because it's kind of like, again, that thing where you see your rival go to that team, you're just going to go to this team over here because they're in opposition. And we already know Adam Smasher has this thing where it's like machine over flesh. And if your biggest rival, okay, I've kind of repeated myself, but you guys get the point. What's fantastic about all this is, yes, all these Cyberpunks, all these legends were asked to join the war. But out of all of these edge runners, out of all these Cyberpunks and solos, who was actually asked to lead an entire group? Morgan Blackhand. And this is where I jest that Morgan Blackhand has plot armor because none of the other characters were asked to lead a group. None of the other characters were kind of at that level. Adam Smasher definitely would not be a type of guy to lead, a covert military op. Like, he just would suck at that. He would also not be the person you're like, hey, can we trust you with military and tactical solutions when it comes to fighting Militech? Probably not your guy. But then you get someone like Morgan Blackhand, who is not only the greatest soul of all time, but now all of a sudden one of the best tacticians of all time, because he is up against Arasaka, and he's doing a damn good job. But yeah, I just found that very interesting, that despite him already being the very best that no one ever was, he was also the man called on to lead an entire company's paramilitary division. Let me know what your thoughts are about this in the comments section down below. Make sure to smash that subscribe button for more Cyberpunk content. I will see you, Edge Runners, in the next one. Bye!